Sairam, today, the 23rd of April 2024, the day is celebrated Hanuman Jayanti. Hanuman Jayanti, the birthday of Lord Hanuman. There's nothing much to discuss about Hanuman, Lord Hanuman. Hanuman Ji is our, one of the favorite gods, and we are also staunch devotees, disciples, and the followers, worshippers of Lord Hanuman. Now, just to see the background, how Hanuman Ji was born, under what conditions, as per the Puranas, or as per the, and our interpretations of the Puranas, how it is mentioned in Valmiki Ramayana, how it has been interpreted. Now, Hanuman Ji is said more often as a Vayuputra, that is, son of the air element, Vayu, element air. So, Hanuman Ji is been, called as Vayuputra, but in reality, his father was Keshava and his mother was Anjana. So they were the parents of Lord Hanuman. Now, how does it work? I mean, why was he called as a Vayuputra? Right? Now, as per the Ramayana, Dasharatha did not have children. He had 3 wives, but he did not have children. At the same time, Keshava and Anjana did not have children. So, in order to get children, to have children, Dasharatha performs a yajna. The yajna is called as Putra Kameshti Yajna. What is Putra Kameshti? Kama is to desire for Putra, the sons, right? So Putra Kameshti Yajna is something which Dasharatha was performing. Dasharatha, when he completes it, Pauranically they say a bowl of pudding or the kheer descended, and he was advised to give these into three, make 3 portions of it and give it to 3 wives of his, so that they will bear children for him. All the obstacles are removed. Possibly it was a prasadam which was given by the performer of the Havana, the Agnihotris. They give it to him. It's more believable. But in Puranic way, they add some stories. So it was offered. So when it was offered, Dasharatha gives it to 3 of his wives, all the 3 of them equal portion. But one small portion remains, and suddenly the bowl or the cup or whatever it's made of the leaves, it flies out of his hand. In the same place, very close to that place, Anjana is also meditating for a son. So it falls into her hand because of the Vayu. Because Vayu, there is a wind blow. The story, Purana says that Vayu carried that, prasada of the Havana, and he gives it to Anjanadri Anjana, because even she is aspiring to have a child, a male child. And she also has performed a lot of penance. So one portion of that has to go to her also. And when she receives it, she finds it as a prasada. She eats it. And as we know, Putra Kameshti Yajna is performed by Dasharatha. So we have Dasharatha is blessed with four sons, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrugna. This portion of kheer or the pudding as a prasad, what is consumed by Anjana, Mother Anjana, because of which Lord Hanuman is born. And the reason why this, how it came to Anjana's hand, this prasada came to Anjana's hand, is due to the Vayu. Vayu is the one who brings it to her, so he is being called as Pavana Sutta, Vayu Putra Hanuman. Right? However, the physically, biologically, it is Keshava and uh, Anjana. Anjana Putra is one of the names of Lord Hanuman. By virtue of this, there are 17 to 18 different versions of Ramayana. By virtue of this, same prasada, which is being consumed by mother of Lord Hanuman, and due to which Lord Hanuman is born, they even say Hanuman is a brother of Rama Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugna. That is one narrative in Thailand, right? Because if you see the way Lakshmana Bharata Shatrugna worshipped Rama equally or more strongly or staunchly, Hanuman worships Lord Ram. So this is the story. This is how Lord Hanuman was born. Now, he was very young. There is a story where he sees the sun and he flies there and he tries to, hold that sun or play with it or something. And in the meantime, Indra, the god of heavens, strikes his Vajrayudha, because of which Hanuman falls from the sky, falls unconscious. And when he is fallen unconscious and literally he died, that is when there is a revelation which says that Hanuman is a Purnavatara of Lord Shiva. This is another belief system. Hanuman is a Purnavatara of Lord Shiva. So then Indra comes forward and he apologizes. Then he brings him back to life and he gives him a boon that you will be as strong as a Vajra, as tough as a diamond, you are indestructible. Due to which many gods and goddesses bless Lord Hanuman and say that you are a Chiranjeevi, you have no death. You are eternal in the same name form. So that is the blessing Lord Hanuman gets. So after which, as per the stories, let's take it with a pinch of salt. As per the stories, as I'm saying, Hanuman, believably so, was very naughty, very notorious, very playful. Then he used to play mischief and play, pranks on people. But once he makes a mistake, because he's extremely powerful, he has all the siddhis, Ashtamaha siddhis he has got. So when he is very playful and when he's, playing mischief with everybody, by mistake, he plays a mischief with one of the rishis who is meditating. When he is making that mistake of, you know, when he made that mistake of disturbing or playing a prank on a rishi, he gets a curse. The rishi curses him and tells him that you shall forget all the siddhis that you have and how powerful you are, how strong you are, what all you can do, all your abilities you will forget. Till such time, somebody reinstates that. When you grow up, you are very childish, you are still a child, this is my curse. So suddenly Hanumanji goes blank. When he goes blank, and subsequently Sita Mata has been, I mean, the Vanavasa of Lord Rama, Lakshmana and Sita Mata begins, and Sita Maya is being kidnapped, and then they are in search of her. And as they come down south, they meet the Vanara Sena. And when they meet the Vanara Sena to search for Sita, the Vanaras come forward, they understand the divinity of Lord Rama, and they say that we will help you, or rather, we will search. You rest, you remain here, we will search. And they will go in every direction they are supposed to go. But going to Sri Lanka was impossible because there's a sea in between. So Lanka, though, is visible, but there is nobody who can go to Lanka. So when the Lanka is visible, but nobody can go, Jambavanta. Jambavanta is one of the Vanaras. He realizes, he knows, he remembers that Lord Hanuman is the only one who can fly to Lanka. Rest everybody are searching in the land, on the land. But if somebody has to jump across this land and go to Lanka and search for Sri Sita Mata, the only one who is capable is Lord Hanuman. So that is when Jamavanta, prays to Lord Rama to reinstate his powers. At the same time, one more portion, I mean, one version says that it is Jamavanta himself who reinstates the powers to Lord Hanuman. This is the story. Now you just track back, understand the yogic interpretation of the same. When due to your pranas, your sadhanas, and your progression at a certain level, you're born with some siddhis. When you're born with many siddhis, when you misuse that, the Brahman, the Chaitanya, the Guru Tattva blocks it. Blocks it till such time that the Guru in this birth does not come and opens up all these powers that you have. In other words, as yogis, sadhakas, siddhas, avadhutas that we are, as we progress in our life, let us say someday we shed the body. Yes, all of us are going to shed the body, but our sanskara, our sadhana continues. When you are born in the new body, new entity, you are oblivious to what has been practiced by you. You have forgotten. There is no memory at all. Just correlate with Lord Hanuman's time where he is lost memory due to the curse of a rishi. Just it's a metaphor. See the yogic interpretation. When you have forgotten about the past, the previous birth, now you are born again. Who is it that who can tell you that you have already evolved to this level? I know your past. I know your past several births. I know who you are. I know where you stand. I will open up all that you have practiced and mastered in the past births. Here on, henceforth, I will take you along. Who can do it? Your Guru. In this context, Lord Rama is a Guru of Hanuman. This is our interpretation, Avadhuta Sampradaya's interpretation. The same thing, what happens in our birth after birth, every birth, how we have progressed, those knowledge and abilities, instead of getting misused when we are young, we don't know the value of it, we don't know the meaning of it. We should be waiting for the right moment when Guru comes and opens it up. When Guru opens it up, then your progression in that birth begins. This is how our system is. The same thing is narrated in the story of Lord Hanuman. So there's no difference. This is how we correlate. This is how we do the Chintan Manthan and take the excerpts and get the actual meaning of the Puranic stories and Itihasa. Ramayana is not Purana. Ramayana is not mythology. Ramayana is our history. It is our rich heritage and history. Let us not insult it by calling it a mythology. No, it is a itihasa, the history. So Rama, when Lord Rama, for in our language, the Guru, reinstates, opens up his past and all the sadhanas, all the siddhis. Lord Hanuman has Ashtamaha siddhis, eight great siddhis. Anyway, we will come to that in a few minutes. Ashtamaha siddhis, those are all captured and captivated. That is opened up. When the Ashtamaha siddhis are opened up, that is when Lord Hanuman falls at the feet of Rama, Lord Rama. He embraces him. He sees him as his guru. He sees him as his God. He becomes one with him. He realizes that there is nobody. It is not about dualism. It is not about Hanuman worshipping Rama, the oneness. And also the classic example of the Guru Shishya Sampradaya, how a disciple is. A disciple should be as committed as Lord Hanuman was towards Lord Rama. That is the correlation. So for Lord Hanuman, it is Lord Rama, who is his guru. Then we know the story. Lord Hanuman takes a leap to Lanka. He searches for Mata Sita. When he is not, he reaches out to her and says that you come, mother, I'll take you. You just get onto my shoulder. I'll just take you in no time. She says no. And Lord Rama uh, sends a symbol which has fallen from her. I think the nut, the muguti, or the no,
Mudrika,
sorry,
Mudrika. It was a Mudrika, I think. Ring, Mudrika.
mudrika ring. So, in order to say that you are my messenger, to authenticate, then Sita Maya says, no, my husband has to come and take me. I won't go with anybody else. It's a matter of my pride and dignity, whatever. That's a story we know. Then Hanuman comes back and tells Lord Rama that here is where Mother Sita is kept under captivity by Ravana, and then rest of it we know. Now, few things which we need to clarify. We know about Hanumanji's, the silence or in a state where he has forgotten all his siddhis is exactly when you're transcending between one birth to another. And that whatever you have attained in your past birth can open up only with the grace of Guru. In this case, Lord Rama being the Guru, Hanumanji being the Shishya. We correlate, we interpret it and view it in the Guru Shishya Sampradaya. And also how Hanumanji is also considered as brother of four, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, because of the boon, because of the yajna phala, which is shared inadvertently with Hanuman. Anjana, due to which Lord Hanuman is born. And the one who carries that from that Yajna to Anjana is Vayu. That is why he is being called as, his father has been said as a spiritual or cosmic father as Vayu, and his biological father is Keshava. Right? This is the background, how we should know about Lord Hanuman's birth and the way his powers were curtailed and it opened up at the right time when he had to search Mother Sita. Our search from within to Supreme is when your sadhana phala or your siddhis will open up. Not till such time. When you have to get to the truth, only then it comes. Your purpose is well defined, only then everything will blossom. our interpretation, Avadhuta Sampradaya's interpretation. We take these things, right? Now, coming to another most important thing is Lord Hanuman, unfortunately, has been referred to as monkey god. It hurts me, pains. There was, like, for example, there were different community of people in across the world, many different community of people. When they come together, when they appear similar, it is they are given a name because of their attributes, characteristics, abilities. They are given a name. Like, for example, in the Northeast today, we say Nagas. They are not half snake or bodies like that of a snake, and they are not snake worshippers. Nagas are the ones who used to deal with the Naga, the serpents, in such a manner. And they used to move so swiftly and quietly, like a serpent. So their entire attributes, their characteristics were that of the serpent. So they were called as Nagas. Likewise, the Vanara was a tribe. A tribe called Vanara, they are perfect Homo sapiens. They are human beings only. But what are the attributes they have? They are like, they have all the abilities of a monkey. They can climb the tree in no time. They can jump around. They are very swift. You just can't catch them. Very impulsive, very, very short tempered. At the same time, very calm, no malice, no maliciousness, purest people, very swift, high level of energies. They can climb the trees in no time. They can jump between trees. So these abilities, which are much more than that of a monkey, much larger, tenfold, hundredfold, they were called as Vanaras. So now what happens is, in order to understand and bring in a easy understanding, you give a monkey as the Vanara. So yeah, we will agree with that. Okay, fine. There's a monkey god, which is very, it's very hurtful though. However, Vanara is a tribe in southern part of India. They were very strong, well built. In case of Hanumanji, when he was young, the story goes on that he went into the, went to catch the sun and whatever, maybe like a child, he would have seen the sun and he would have said, "Come on, let me just catch him or catch that the ball or the fruit," or whatever he looks at it as. He takes a big jump and falls on his face. He falls straight on his face and his jaw is disfigured. When his jaw is disfigured and his mouth is swollen due to the fall, because of which it is shown as a swollen face, swollen mouth and jaw, which is being again misconstrued as a face of a monkey. It is not so. It is not so. They were just perfect, normal like us. But yes, they had the tail. They had the tail. Not like the way it is shown. A short tail they carried. In the theory of evolution, many things have happened. This is about 7,000 odd years ago. Yes, they had the tail. No doubt they had. The shape, form, raise, everything changes. Likewise, they had a small, short tail, is what the researchers have concluded. Vanara is a tribe. Those Vanaras are there even today. There is a place very close to uh, Bangalore, about 300 kilometers, which is called Kishkinda. Today it is called as Hospate or something, Ballari Hospate or whatever. There's a place called Kishkinda. There, the people, you should see the way they climb. You should see the way they jump between the buildings. I will, as a matter of interest, I will share one video with you after this session. Yeah. So those people are there even to this day. So that is how we should understand. So, but again, when we say that, when we worship Hanuman, the monkey comes, now it's a creative consciousness. We have been believing that for thousands and thousands and thousands of years that Vanaras are monkeys. So Hanumanji was a monkey god or whatever. So when we pray to him, a monkey appears. Yes, it does. He has all the abilities. He can take any form. He's divine. He's God. More than God. He's greater than the greatest. So he takes any form that we worship him in. So there is a small statement when, I always refer to is when a seeker and God eventually met and they looked into each other's eyes and said, my creator. God looked at man and said, hey, you are my creator. Man looked at God and said that you're my creator. Likewise, what it actually says is it's about creative consciousness. So when you worship Lord Hanuman in any form, they appear. He appears in that form, right? So this is about Lord Hanuman. Now, going forward, there is a direct and relevant and significant presence of Lord Hanuman in our yoga sadhana. In Shunya Kriya, Lord Hanuman is an integral part of Shunya Kriya. He is our protector. Wherever you travel, no problem. Whatever the place you go to, you will be protected by Lord Hanuman, the word that he has given us. So there is absolutely no fear. But however, when it comes to our yoga sadhana, particularly, Lord Hanuman is Lord Hanuman's presence and significance is unquestionable in our yogic system within. Now, Idanadi, the governing deity of Idanadi is Mahakali. Governing deity of Pingalanadi is Lord Hanuman. Am I right? This is how our Shastras have our Yoga Sadhana has taught us. Now, are we really literally talking about the gods and goddesses, or we are talking about the Tattva, the attributes and the characters? Yes, we are going by the Tattva. But to make our life much easier, we identify those Tattva in those gods. Right? Idanadi, governing deity being Mahakali. And Pingalanadi, governing deity is Lord Hanuman. Now, how is the correlation between Mahakali and Lord Hanuman? Shakti and Vaishnava. How does it work? How it has been narrated in Puranas and what is the yogic interpretation of it? This is, we are taking up, very relevant and what is important to our Sampradaya, Avadhuta Sampradaya, and what is relevant to our yoga sadhana. The attributes and the stories and the history of Lord Hanuman, we are just taking some snippets because if we have to speak and discuss about Lord Hanuman, days and months are not enough. Is that great? However, now coming to this story, how it has been explained in Ramayana. Now, Lord Rama's army has reached Lanka. They have waged the war. There's a fierce battle going on. The Vanara Sena is getting destroyed. Ravana's army is getting destroyed. Everything is here and there. The greatest of the greatest Mayavis is Ravana. Ravana is supposed to be the greatest Mayavi. Mayavi is the one who can disguise himself or appear like somebody else. Mayavi's negative part is that, and the positive part is Mayavi is the one who has established control over Maya. So Ravana was a Mayavi, exactly how he kidnapped Sita Maya. He comes as a saint, a rishi, and then we know the story. Now, Ravana had a close friend according to one interpretation, but in another interpretation, he is called as a brother of Ravana. And that person or that, Asura, he was also a demon king, was a lord of Patala, that is the hell. When you go into the underworld or the one sheets below, as per Puranas, there is Atala Vitala Tala Atala Rasatala Mahatala Patala. Like you keep going down. So in one of the worlds is being governed by this close friend in one interpretation or a brother of Ravana called Mahiravana. His name is Mahiravana. Now Ravana approaches Mahiravana and he tells him and he asks him, look, these two brothers are undefeatable. You have to kill them. You have to finish them. You have to take them to your Patala, one of the Patala lokas, because Naraka is also there. So anyway, Patala's king is Mahiravana. So you have to take them there and you should kill them there. Otherwise, I cannot win the war. We are undefeatable, indestructible, both the brothers. So again, take it as a simple story as I'm saying it. We'll get into the yogic interpretation later. So this Mahiravana comes. He comes into the war field. He is also a Mayavi, the crooked Mayavi. What he does, he takes the dharana or he takes the shape or form of Vibhishana. Vibhishana is a blood brother of Ravana, but he is taken the side of Rama because he knows that Ravana is a adharmi. Ravana, it says that he had trespassed and abused physically Vibhishana's daughter-in-law, which in other words is nothing but Ravana had abused his own daughter-in-law. Vibhishana's daughter-in-law is like Ravana's daughter. That demonic person he was. He was such a demon. So, despite all these things, Vibhishana tries to counsel him, and his Ravana's ego is unbearable. Anyway, rest is a history. So, Vibhishana is on the side of Rama. So, Vibhishana is resting. Mahiravana is a Mayavi who comes in the form of Vibhishana. And in a guise of saying that, come, I want to tell you something, he tricks them with the influence of Maya. He tricks them and makes them go unconscious, both Rama and Lakshmana. And after that, he carries them both into Patala. When he takes them into Patala, at the bottom, they both are still asleep with the influence of Maya. Maya is the one which he uses to make them go unconscious. They are asleep and he wants to kill them. When he wants to kill them, he has to give a bali as in sacrifice, to a goddess, and that goddess is Kali, Mahakali. There's a huge figure of Mahakali, the Murti of Mahakali, and Mahiravana is sacrificing Rama and Lakshmana to Mahakali. He brings them, he lays them. and he goes to get his weapon. In the meantime, Vibhishana wakes up and he comes and he tells everybody that I was not the one who took the Rama and Lakshmana. Where are they? Suryodaya is going to happen. The war will begin. Without them, how can you win? It is in the wee hours in the morning. Before Suryodaya, you have to bring them. Where are they? Then the whole thing is narrated and understood by Lord Hanuman, and Hanuman goes to Patala. He goes to Patala, he sees, okay, Mahiravana is about to kill both Rama and Lakshmana, and in front of Kali. As a Bali Chadana Kali Mako. So, ye kar raha hai. I mean, he's trying to give the sacrifice of Rama and Lakshmana to Kali. Then he prays to Mahakali. Mother Kali appears and he says, Mother, this is Rama, Purnavatar of Mahavishnu, and Lakshmana. So you cannot let him do the sacrifice. You can't do that. You can't accept that sacrifice. So please save them. She says, see, there's only one way. If my bhakta offers me anything, I cannot deny. So only way it can be done is by you. At the same time, when I am here, you can't do anything. So he says, Mother, you leave. I will come in your form, stand there in his form, in your form, and I will destroy Mahiravana. So mother concedes and she vanishes, and Hanuman takes the form of Mahakali, stands in that place, and when Mahiravana comes with his sword to behead Rama and Lakshmana, he bends his head, and he keeps the sword at her at feet, thinking that it is Mahakali, his goddess. Then Hanuman, who is in the form of Kali, takes the sword and beheads Mahiravana. And the moment he kills Mahiravana, Rama Lakshmana wake up because illusion is gone, Maya has gone, influence of Maya. When they wake up, he takes them and he brings them out of the Patala, he brings them to the Bhuloka, and then the war begins again. This is the story. How correlation between the Lord Hanuman and Mahakali is here in this story. We all have heard this story, sounds very interesting, right? Now, yogic interpretation. Even when the divine takes birth on earth, it is also under the influence of Maya. It can fall down, it can go so low, it can get pushed to the level of Patala. What does it mean? What does Mahiravana use? Maya. He is a Mayavi. The influence of Maya can be so strong even on avatars. That is the story. That is the yogic interpretation. That is Avadhuta Sampradaya's interpretation. When you are downtrodden, when you are pushed down, what is it that which can bring you up, take you out of the illusions and Maya? The only thing is the powers which you have bestowed upon your own disciple. You have imparted. He is a part of you. It is absolute Advaita. He only can save the Guru. Whenever, if Guru goes astray, they say the prime disciple always taps and says, Lord, with absolute humbleness and humility. This is said in Guru never goes. This is just a metaphor, just as a story. Take it as a story. This is our excerpt. This is how we interpret. This is how we think. Even the gods and goddesses, when they take birth on earth in the human form, they are also and can go under the influence of Maya. Maya is so powerful. The whole world is governed by Maya. Entire existence is governed by Maya. So this is only the story. Now coming to the act of sacrifice, how Hanuman becomes Mahakali, how Mahakali becomes Hanuman. Because when she leaves that place in Patala, she takes the form of Hanuman and she flies out. And when Hanuman is about to leave, she comes back and takes the form of Kali. Hanuman takes the form of himself. So this is the story, what it means. Idanadi Pingalanadi. When we are down and out, when we are totally, sulking, we've gone very soft. You need to energize. You have to go all out. You have to make sure that you bounce back. Mahakali being the governing deity of Idanadi, she is so fierce. But she gets the Hanuman takes the form of Mahakali for a moment because he is the lord of Pingalanadi, which is aggression, assertive, this and that. So Mahakali's avatar or the tattva comes to Pingala, Pingala's tattva comes to Ida. That is how the imbalances between too aggressiveness and too softness, Ativrishti, Anavrishti, gets balanced. The same thing is said in a story type here. Mahiravana Vadha. Who is Mahiravana? Mayavi. In other words, to destroy Maya. Kali becomes Hanuman, Hanuman becomes Kali, and they go back. The Ida Pingala imbalances gets balanced with the help of each other. Yogic interpretation. The same thing which is narrated in story type in Ramayana. So these are few things which we have discussed today on the auspicious day of Hanuman Jayanti. Greatness of Lord Hanuman, there's nothing to talk about. Greatest of the greatest. Hanuman is so great that there are more number of Hanuman mandirs than Ram mandirs, more number of temples of a devotee or the disciple than that of the God. That is Hanuman. When Rama, Ramanjaneya, the Anjaneya is Anjana Sutta, Anjana Putra, Hanuman is also called as Anjaneya. Ramanjaneya Yuddha, the war happens for whatever reason, let's not get there. Lord Hanuman says, why do I need you? Your name is enough. He loves him so much that he can go against him and fight against him because he is with him and within him. Symbolically, they say that he tears his chest and heart, and what Lord Rama sees is himself. That is Lord Hanuman. Bhakta, if anybody is a devotee, the greatest of the examples of a bhakta is Lord Hanuman. If anybody is a disciple, the greatest of the example is Lord Hanuman himself. That is the story of Lord Hanuman. Hanuman also, once he gets the boon of Chiranjeevi, eternal, he just gets into a state of Satchidananda. Hanuman is one of the few people, since he is a Chiranjeevi, few tattva, the characters of the gods, mentioned both in Ramayana as well as in Mahabharata. His significance and presence in Mahabharata is long story. But in any case, the strength of the Pandavas army comes from Lord Hanuman because he allows Pandavas to use his form, his picture or whatever in the dhwaja, the flag post of Krishna's chariot. The stability in the war, the confidence of winning in that war against adharma comes only because of Lord Hanuman. Hanuman just sits on the chariot. So the Hanuma Tattva is the one which protects the Pandavas. Hence, we are all the descendants or the followers of Lord Hanuman. Right. So Hanuman is like And amongst all the avatars, amongst all the gods, the most innocent yet not ignorant, completely aware of everything, yet chooses to be away, chooses to ignore. Embodiments of forgiveness, easily accessible, just a prayer, he is there. Always loving, always caring, never angry, never fierce. Easily attainable. You think of him, he's there. A Chiranjeevi, a God, a Lord, unquestionable. I mean, you can just love him and he's there. The most, what do you call, potent in terms of energies, Chaitanya, is Hanuman. He's a destroyer of evil. Evil doesn't come around him. We were taught as children to chant Hanuman Chalisa or Hanuman Raksha Kavacha when we are children that, if you get scared or whatever, he is there. Do not fear. And zero expectations, no rituals, nothing, right? Now, coming to Sri Sainath Maharaj, Shirdi, and Lord Hanuman, wherever you go, wherever there is a Sai Baba Mandir, I'll tell you very openly, check it out. There is a Hanuman Mandir close to that. Or there is a Hanuman Mandir within the proximity, within the compound, or very close. Anywhere you go, there is Baba Mandir ke saath Hanuman Mandir, close by at least, inseparable by default. In Shirdi itself, Dwarka Mai ke bahar, just outside of Dwarka Mai is Hanuman, just inseparable. They're always there. Why? If Baba Mandir is there, there has to be a Hanuman Mandir very close by, if not within the compound. Why? One story goes that I don't want to get into the identity of Lord Sri Sainatha. One story goes that he was born to a Deshastha Brahmana family and very unique. Most of the Deshastha Brahmanas in Maharashtra, their Kuladeva is always Lord Khandova. But very few people, very few families have their Kuladevata as Lord Hanuman. So they say that, one school of thoughts, Baba's origin, birth, we don't know, nobody knows. So some school of thought says that Baba's Kuladevata was Lord Hanuman, and of course, Brahmacharya is unbelievable. There are some stories telling you that Hanuman had children or he was married and all that is utter nonsense. Brahmacharya Shiromani, nobody better than that, better than him, right? And that is why it is believed. But Shirdi is such a unique place. Both the Deshastha Brahmana Kula Devatas are there. First, Baba goes to Khandova Mandir. The Archaka or the priest of Khandova Mandir is Bhagat Mala Sapati. He sends him to Dwarka Mai thinking that he's a Yavana or a Muslim. He comes here. There is Hanuman Mandir. So there are no coincidences in life. Please understand. When it comes to the Divine Master, no, there are no coincidences. So these are connecting the dots. In some of the photographs and paintings of Sri Sainatha, you see the appearance of Lord Hanuman in it. He looks like Lord Hanuman at times. Especially the photo which has been or which is worshipped at Dwarka Mai even today, he looks, if you look at him closely, he has a trace of Lord Hanuman in him. Right. So this is the story of Sri Hanuman, his life, his birth, and very few points of from the ocean of stories we've taken out, and what is relevant to us, what is relevant to yogic interpretations, we have just tried to decipher and understand. And wishing everybody a very, very happy Hanuman Jayanti. Sai Ram.